Hello, and welcome back to this stream. It's been a while, I think. I don't really remember. But I have finally decided to take a look at the Besiege DLC. Just a heads up, I have never finished the previous DLC, Splintered Sea. I also haven't finished this last area of the main game, but I did want to check out just what exactly came with the Broken Beyond, because the idea of going into space with a medieval siege engine is inconceivable. So we're going to take a look at that, but I thought I'd make it a bit more interesting. Well, I only really made this decision today when the opportunity arose, in that I will test how much I can flex my creative abilities while drinking. I've got some coffee here, and the coffee has, it's very good. It's an espresso. And when I drink enough coffee, you know, the energy tends to go pretty crazy. But, also mixed in is, 2 shots of rum. So, you know, it's gonna be a little interesting, but we're gonna just go right into it. I'm gonna take my first drink, and, we'll move on. Ugh, it smells a bit like nail polish remover. Ugh. Alright. It's already heating me up. Sorry, I am a bit of a lightweight when it comes to these things. I guess it doesn't help that I hadn't eaten a thing today as of yet. Take another sip, and then we'll get into it. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Broken Beyond, we have the main area, and then we have a sandbox. Okay, let's go. That's actually kind of good now that I move past the burning sensation. Okay, so we have a launch site. Alright. Whoa. Escape into outer space. Alright, so I did see in my testing earlier that there are a bunch of new components, but I haven't tested any of them, so I'm not really sure how they're gonna work. So I guess it's all just here. Okay. Boosters need fuel. Okay. Place fuel tanks, then connect a booster. Actually, I need... where is it? Symmetry. It's been a minute since I, last played. So we'll do that. And then... we'll do... that. Do this. And... not gonna lie, I'm not really, like, the best when it comes to putting these things together. So bear with me while I remember how to play the video game. So boosters... let's set that to be just a reasonable control. And then set to the floor. So now... whoa. And away we go! Wow. I am out of fuel. Huh. Okay. Well. Starting fuel. Oh, we can do thrust. So if I double, I was gonna say maximize, but I guess maximizing means doubling. Huh. I see. Yeah, doubling it won't necessarily, you know, take us higher. Okay. There was something... Ah, there. Large fuel barrel. Okay. Okay. So we need more fuel. Got it. Oh, those are kinda big. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess what we could do is just... Okay, and then do, just lift this up a little bit. And then I guess we can just put the thrusters on the bottom of this, right? Yeah, that works. Okay, put it on the ground and then... Are there stabilizers that I'm gonna need to worry about of any kind? Maybe... Who's to say? But... do that. I tend to keep all the controls on the number keys just in case. I tend to go between the arrow keys and the numpad. And what else? Oh, right. Do that. Oh, you can already feel the rum. Okay. And we'll set that to toggle. That's a lot of fuel. Alright. Now let's go. There we go. Barely made it. Ran out of fuel right before. I kind of want to see it crash. I'm gonna have another sip while it does. Oh, it's got burn up on re-entry. Okay. Did see the weight shift a bit too as it went down. Nice. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. Yeah. All right. Steering. You know, it would be pertinent to rotate the machine forward now that we're actually in space. But it said something about... Ah, there it is. Steering. Inertial steering or control thruster. Does that take fuel? Do either of these take fuel? Inertial steering. What is that? How's that work? I'm not an aerospace engineer, so I don't know. Actually, one of my old high school friends became one. You ever have one of those moments where, like, you have no idea how your high school friends are faring, and then you catch up and then you see that they're, like, accomplished? It's like, nice! You became something to, build the future. Meanwhile, I became customer service / amateur game developer. I'm totally not jealous. But then again, it's my own lack of efforts that didn't put me down that path as well. Also interest. But I'm not getting into that tangent. Anyway. So. Wow, this drink is actually really good now. Despite the initial burn. Whoa! Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that is actually really fast. Can I can't center the camera up. We're going to go back down to 1. And we're not going to do toggle anymore. Okay. And then I actually want to save this as a prototype rocket. So, rocket 1. Also, all of these machines that I built over the past, with the exception of a few that are very niche, and then the ones that I put together for the Splintered Sea, are obsolete. Which is a shame. But anyway, I'll probably have to delete those or at least refactor them. But for now, add steering for all directions. Right, because we're not just moving in a 2D plane, we're moving in a 3D plane. What does that look like? I see. So maybe what we do is... Oh, that's not the part I wanted to remove. You put it on the thruster. I will put mine on the edges. So maybe that. There are other ways to that looks so stupid. But I mean, I'm sure it works like a dream. Okay. Right, so you two will be the side to side, left and right, and okay, you're already set up properly. You two will be the up and down. Shoot. I'm gonna have to think. Okay, let me move my microphone a bit and my me stream deck so as I can get a better feel for this, you know? This game tends to be a mix of combining keyboard and mouse with, not keyboard and mouse, numpad and arrow keys, at least for my specific playstyle. So, for up and down, we're actually gonna go, the route of numpad for these. So I will... Why don't you let me shift click? There we go. Okay. We will do... This is left and right, so 4 and 6, and then do that. And then we'll do... That's up and down, so 8 and 2. And the thrusters are... Okay, thrusters are still good. Alright. Now, hands in position. We can move forward. We cannot move back. Uh-huh. Right. That's not working. Why is that not working? Left 4, right 6. It works the first time. Why didn't it? I see. Because they're counter-rotating. Yes, just give me a moment. How do I rotate again? Rotate blocks. Okay. Or maybe I'm approaching this wrong. Maybe I can do that. And let me think. Okay, this will be 4 and 6, and this will be 8 and 2. Alright. Ooh, the rum is really, it's really hitting now. But I can still think right. Okay, so now that things aren't counter-rotating against each other... Oh, shoot! I gotta think of pitch, yaw, and roll. I see. Okay, so then do a third one. We'll maybe put it up here. And do that. So, the one in the back is for roll. So we can actually move that to 7 and 9. And... no. 7, 9, 4, 6, 8, 2. If only you could rename specific schemes that you've got. Okay, so now we have pitch. I think that's pitch. Oh, that's being blocked. Okay. Pitch. Yaw. And roll. Perfect. This is incredibly clumsy. Okay. I am going to up their speed to max. I am going to reduce their speed to below max. Maybe... Wonder how damper is gonna work. We'll leave it like this. And while I'm at it, one thing I like to do, if you would give me just a moment. There it is. What was the button to rotate? Well, doesn't matter. That is surprisingly far. There we go. Okay, and then do this. Nope, not that. And then tilt. And 50. It's a little high. Let's get it to be a round number. So we'll set this to 60 and then 150. Perfect. Okay. And maybe, yeah, let's move it back a bit. Perfect. Okay, and we'll set that F is good. Kind of want to up the FOV. There we go. Alright, so now, ew, whoa, it's a little, too low. Okay, I want to be able to see at least a little bit of the machine. 115. That's... Is that backwards? Why does that feel backwards? Left, right. It is backwards. Why is it backwards? Huh? What is going on here? That is weird. Doesn't seem like this camera's very agreeable. Hold on a moment. I need to turn my fan on because this drink is like really heating me up. You're gonna hear it in the background. Yeah. There it goes. Ah, that's so nice. Okay. And then, well, not that rotation, it is the tilt. Do that. Okay. Just realizing that there is no BGM for this game, or at least for now, so if you got something to put on, you may as well, because we're going to be doing a lot of experimentation. What? That's not even, like, facing where it's supposed to be. Is it bugged? You know what? We're just gonna do custom. Here, we move this. Now you can still hear it. Hold on. Just move this microphone. Yeah, still testing out a lot of noise gate settings, but it's fine. Okay. Camera is a bit too high up. Okay, and then maybe that? That's good, right? I just need to make sure that it's like actually where it needs to be. So if I... Whoa! Okay. No more camera. Whatever. We're just gonna go with this as is. Alright. I just realized I didn't even pay attention to what the goal was. Move to the meteoroid field, and there's the goal. Okay. So I will just do that. Alright. So. God, a camera would kind of be nice, though. What's nice is I don't have to keep the fuel, the thrusters burning to save on fuel. Nice. I really should set up a camera though. Destroy 80% of everything. Oh, so there are dudes here. Okay. Well, first, let me save this. I'll overwrite it. Okay. Now, I could just plow right into him. Why not? Try as you might. You're not enough. This is just as much a vehicle for destruction as it is for traversal. Oh, well, okay. Well, I guess it's inoperable. Well, mostly. Let's try this. That's so funny. Maybe I need to put backup rotators on this thing. I think. It can still roll, but rolling isn't really useful right now. Where'd my other thrusters go? Yeah, this'll work, I guess. Maybe I could put together another thing that's specifically designed to just wreck everything. Whoa! Pardon me while I hop along the planet's surface. Okay, well, now it's gone. Alright, well... Okay, so let's... think about putting together something else. Okay. What have we got to work with? We've got fuel, we've got a fuel hose, a blaster, ooh, fuel coupler, fuel gauge, control thruster, fins and a parachute. Alright, I'm gonna have another drink and then we can keep going. You know what it is that's making this really tasty? It's the coffee creamer. It's coconut flavored. I really do enjoy coconut flavoring, especially when sweetened. I think I'll have another. That's hot. Okay. Alright. I'm fine. Just having a drinky drink. Alright. So. Blaster uses 3 fuel per shot. What a funny thing. Let's put one on the front. Why not? Okay. So. The plan is as follows. We're gonna do boosters. We're gonna do not as many this time. I'm thinking 2 on the back. And then we'll do we're gonna need somewhere to put our stabilizers, so we're going to do this, and while we're at it, let's do this. Okay, and next we're gonna need our dinky little roller things. So perhaps one back here, one up here, and one down here, right? And then again, left and right, roll, and up and down. And I want to put the stabilizers. Nah, we're not going to do that. I do want to put a fuel gauge on. Put that there. And put that there. Now the blaster. That's gonna have to be... What could I put that as? 5? Yeah. Actually, wait. Hold on. Sorry for the sudden enthusiasm. The rum is really kicking in. We'll put those... We'll put the steering for the pitch on the arrow keys because I want to put the roll... I want to put the roll on 4 and 6. Yeah. And then the blaster can go... Obviously we want to max out the power. But I'm thinking... What's a good key? Let's see. What's unoccupied? If I'm going to be using the arrow keys for turning and also moving forward... I just realized I have no brakes. Who cares? We'll figure that out as we move along. I'll put that on 7. Why not? Okay. So now, if we... Actually, you know what would be pertinent is if... Okay, not that. Let's move everything up a bit. I noticed the bounding box for building isn't like directly on the floor compared to normal because we have access to space. Is nice. But I want to set up a camera here. So let's do that. I know it was a little weird last time, but I'll put one here, and I want to make it a first-person camera. We'll keep it at default to see if it actually works this time. Okay, it works this time. Perfect. Now, we are running into another issue being upward thrust being now mandatory. So, methinks... Methinks it would be important to do that. So let's do that. Now, we can put it on the bottom. I think that would work. Yeah. And then... take a look at that. This would be a thing to keep us aloft. So let's put that on the down arrow. Why not? Okay. So now if we click this, hit F, and we're off. What just happened? I'm gonna need to replay that. Hold on. It was not strong enough. Okay. More thrust. That's a bit of a problem. Why are the back thrusters? Oh, I forgot to set the back thrusters. Okay, well, no problem. So now we do that. Aha! We now have forward... Oh, but that's a new problem. Well, maybe... Oh, the blaster's gone. I was gonna say, maybe it isn't a problem, but it very much is a problem. But it doesn't matter. We now have full degrees of control for our flight. I need to do something about this, though. Whee! Uh-oh. We're going off-world. Help! Oh, there are more guys here. I wonder if I can bait them into destroying their own structures. That'd probably be interesting. Would it not? Let's see. Camera's a bit clumsy, though. Hold on. Where are we going? So, rotate like that. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Easy. You need to chill. Okay, rotate that way. My god, space controls really are bizarre. Don't want a burning re-entry now. I guess we're just gonna clumsily crash into everything to get this done. Okay. I mean, I'm totally fine with that. Nope, never mind, it's done. Okay. So, I'm gonna actually save this as... what would I call that? We'll call it a rocket pod. This will be the first iteration. Let's load one of our tried and true classics. Probably. What about... I gotta delete some of these, they're so outdated. The battle car. What are the keybinds on this? The thing. Let's see. 0 for pistons. What do those pistons do? Oh, they push the little battering ram at the front forward. Okay. Steering 8-5, so that's for cannon. Aiming. Cannons 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is very simple. Got it. It's interesting to revisit my old creations, even though they're not really necessarily good. But let's go. Just crush these fools, and then move back. Gravity is a bit funky because we're on what could only be described as a moon-like surface. This guy is like ruining my ability to drive. Oh, that's not a battering ram. That's a stabilizer to like hold me in place when I start firing. Okay. Huh. Past me really thinking of these things. Unfortunately, present me is failing to consider the distinctive lack of gravity in these constructs. Well, this cleared out some of the dudes, which is nice. If only this guy would just run into my rotating wheels and be ground into a powder. God, I'm just rolling over like the carcasses and it's messing with me. Oh, well, there it goes. It will not get back up. Nope, okay. Alright, we need to make something new. Okay. Let's think. We need to make something that is both agile and capable of destroying structures. We don't necessarily need to kill the troops, we just need to destroy 80% of everything. Okay. Control thruster gently dampens rotation. So if I put that there, what does it use? Left and right? Ah, I see. So theoretically, wait a minute. This isn't using fuel. I got a funny idea. Left and right, no. Left and right, up and down. Okay, and actually, for 6, 8, 2, pardon me, and we'll do a big fuel here. We'll put one on the back. And then 8, 2, and then put some thrusters. We need something that will provide us with lift. So perhaps, wait, what is that? Powered metal wheel. Wait. Okay, I want to stick with this though first. Give me just a moment. Okay. And wait, no, these are fuel couplers. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do thrusters. Whoops. Okay. Have another drink. My god, I'm gonna be loopy before this stream's done. That's rough. In case anyone's wondering, this is Kraken rum. It's interesting, but it makes me happy. I promise I am not an alcoholic. Okay, stabilizers. Should I? Okay, if this doesn't work, I will go the route of just some rolling death ray type deal. So, forward for boost. We will have no brakes, but that is okay. Maybe that's not okay, actually. We'll deal with that as it arises. Shoot will be 5. And maximize power, of course. And what else? We'll set it on the ground because it'll probably break into a bunch of pieces if we're not too careful. So, let's test this out. So, that's doing nothing. Okay, so that's no good. Okay. I see. So we'll keep that on left and right, but up, down, and I know I'm missing one in the back. That's fine. It'll be fine. We'll be fine, right? It'll be all fine. Alright. Left, right, up, down. Nothing? Okay. Alright, scrap it. Okay. We'll go the route of a terrestrial, just, you know, destroyer vehicle of sorts. So, do that. That actually should turn symmetry back on. There we go. And do this. Do that. Oh, look at the stars. Cool. What else? They had powered metal wheels. So I will do that and that. Set on the ground. We need this thing to be heavy. We can probably utilize ballasts for that. So boop, boop, boop. Okay. Mass. Maximum. Okay. So now. Oh. Oops, I almost forgot. Steering. Just a moment. Don't know why I rotated that when I didn't need to. Whew. And then What options are there for the wheel? Just regular wheel options? I don't want the acceleration to be infinite. Okay. Right. And then left and right. Okay. Let's test that out. That is inverted. It's always inverted. Okay. Okay, so it can stay on the ground, but it's having trouble with people. It's just like me, for real, for real. No. So what we're gonna do, we could probably use thrusters. Boosters, sorry. I don't know why I'm getting so tired. Can use... No. Can't use thrusters. Okay, new plan. The wheels are too wide. Even on the front still. So what if we just... Where's the steering hinge again? There it is. Always forget where these things are. Okay. Right, left, and next. Metal wheels. And then we're gonna need to put some in the back too. You get to go up for a bit. Put some wheels on the back. And then redo the acceleration. And then I set the turning right. Okay, now let's test it out. Oh, now this is inverted. Why? Whoa. Huh? Why is it? What? Left, right, left, right. Why is it? Ah, the ballast. I see. Oh. Not that. Stupid. Okay. Okay. So, this, right. It's moving as intended. Nice. By itself, it's incapable of destroying the people. But that's okay, because we can correct that. So, I want to make a tank turret. How would I make a tank turret? Let me think. It'll be back heavy, but more ballast. That's fine. Honestly, it's okay. We may need more wheels, though. You know what? I got an idea. Oh. Let's put some steering in for the back to give it that, you know. I should alternate it, huh? So it doesn't, like, stay the same. And there we go. Oh, I forgot the acceleration. But this is better. This is way better. We got our own little stick bug of a thing. Let's put wheels here too, just because. Okay, and then acceleration can be 15, but we can max out the speed. And now, ha ha ha. It doesn't even have its armament yet, and it's already so potent and destructive. Cool. But it's lost a wheel. We're gonna need to rectify that somehows. Let's see. Okay, and let's put a gun on it. Yeah, and do that. Blaster. It needs to rotate. So what if I were to, per se, do this, in which I take one of these fancy rotating hinges, place it on the back of the turret of the mounting point, and then I'm already drawing a blank. What is this? A flying wheel. Ugh. What's this? Oh, that's just... I forgot, that's just water stuff. Okay, could put this here. Yeah. And then do that. It needs a power source. Okay. I got an idea. Let's take these, move them up. Up, hey. And then in the place of what we had before, we can put a big old fuel canister. Yes. Then do that. And then also Nah. Do this. Yes. Okay. And this. And there was an item. What was it? Fuel hose. Click and drag between 2 points to place block. Well, put this on the bottom. Yeah. Look at that. Does it have any parameters it needs to set? Toggle flow. I'm gonna need a fuel gauge. Okay. So do that. Yeah. It's looking like a real turret now, but we need to do the controls. So for steering hinge, this is the up and down, but if we tilt it back, if we tilt it back, it's gonna hit the thing. So maybe before we do all this, let's take this, all this, and move it up a block. Can actually get rid of that. And we'll relink it to here. Perfect. Then now it will hit the back if it's not, or if it tilts backward enough. Is it back heavy? Yeah, I think it's back heavy. Well, we'll figure that out. For now, let's just put some bracing here. And we can get rid of this, not that. No, nope. Nope. That either. Need to... There. Okay. Put the bracing on the back is what we need to do. Okay. So, now... let's see... Power... Okay, next... Do that. This... Do that. And tension. I don't remember there being a tension option, but maybe there was. Okay, and sorry. The drink is making me a combination of energized but also tired. Okay, but enough of that. Last, I really, really want the camera to work. We'll put one up here. And okay. Oh, wow, that guy's just dead. Okay. It's not moving. Why is it not moving? Those wheels are... What? Why? What? Huh? Oh no, it's just this one. Why? That's bizarre. Okay. There. Now it can move. Ha ha ha. So now we rotate. Can aim it up. Can aim it down. Alright. We'll only use that camera if we really need to for like precision and stuff. I want to be able to run over the guys and actually like have it work out well. Okay. Oh, the fuel couplers are gone. I may need, not couplers, the cable, the hose. I may need another. Let's try. Doing this. And while we're at it, I want to set up another camera. Okay. And then the tilt, not the rotation. All right. Perfect. Now let's go. Okay, that's done. This is a bit high. Okay, then we go to first person, and then we... Okay, I am gonna need to modify that a bit. Specifically the up and down. So, we need to do that. Remove auto return. Perfect. Okay. Oh, almost forgot. The camera. Height, we will do... We do need distance. Maybe the height wasn't the problem. And then the tilt kind of really sucks. Well... Alright, so now... Better. Not perfect, but still better. Are they hitting me? I think they're hitting me. Okay, I need more distance on that camera. So now, okay. May need to lower it a bit. Oh, something flipped me. Doggies are being a little silly. And then tilt down. We don't want it to be looking directly at the thing. We also don't want it to be off screen. Well, I don't anyway. There, now we can see everything. Except things in our immediate back. Okay. Just gotta be careful to not roll over the bodies so much. Okay, now I go to first person, and then aim at that, and then... Oh, C is still fire. We'll set that to 7. 0. Okay. Alright. So now, let's run some of these dudes over. Okay, we're flipped. I may start using the slow-mo. Okay. And let's go. Perfect. So now we can start breaking stuff. Including some faces. Okay, now let's go to the third person camera. Smash some things. Can probably just fire at these guys. Maybe. Yep. There we go. Let's get rid of some of these stragglers. Crimes. Okay. Can probably up the time scale as I move around, but I want to be careful. Because we are on a planet after all. Like a small planet, so gravity's gonna be a little weird. Oh, there's some dudes left. Okay. To shreds, you say? Oh, I gotta refuel. Hold on. Where'd they go? How long does it take to refuel anyway? Okay. So, I need to... I need to figure this out. So, it is linked. Okay. And... maybe I'll set to hold. Now, one thing that I really should do is put a fuel gauge. I'll put one back here, but I also wanna... Why do I feel like I did this wrong? I feel like I did this wrong. There. So now, let's take some of these guys out. Take as many out as I can without using the blaster, even though they'll basically make the terrain unbearable. Okay. And now the stragglers will be picked off. So let's slow things down and do that. You fly into that thing? That's funny. And next, who's left? I know there's a lot of dudes left. I think. Okay. So they're done. And now we will refuel. This is showing half fuel, as is this. Hold on. Well, let's just go. Break some more stuff. We do have to go there, don't we? Oh, something broke. Should probably find a way to make it like a crosshair or something, huh? Maybe? Or I could just fake it. Okay. So. There. Okay. Use my mouse to guide it. Is there deviation? Or is that just the gravity taking effect? I think that's deviation. I'm gonna hit someone square in the face with this. At least before I run out of fuel. The doggies are a little excited. Hold on. Alright. They just got a little excited at the door. Yes, this is Besiege, it's just a new DLC. We're in space for some reason. How much fuel do I have remaining? Probably none at all, huh? Yeah, I think it's out of fuel. Basically, for some reason, we've gone off into space. I don't know how this works, but it just sort of does. Let's see if I can... Oh, nope. Out of ammo. Can I refuel at least? No, because it's out of fuel. That's interesting. Let me see. Does the power take more fuel, I wonder? How much does it say? 3 fuel per shot. Clearly I got more than 3. Let's take a look. I'm gonna need another fuel tank. Okay. So it's automatically going. That makes sense. It's unfortunate, but that makes sense. I'm really gonna need another fuel tank. Okay. So we'll make another fuel tank. I guess we have to have some way to balance out just being able to shoot whenever. Let me think. I can actually... Yeah. Put a gauge here, and a gauge here. Put some braces here, and let me think. What was I doing again? Oh yeah. Fuel couplers. There we are. Delicious rocket fuel. Okay. And nothing we need to set there. Okay, so now if we fire... a lot more fuel to work with. Though the camera's trying to default to the third person. That's cool and all, but you can never have too much fuel. So I'm gonna put... maybe not that one. I'm gonna put those there, and I'm also going to... put some barrels up front. There's no way this could go horribly wrong, right? Surely not. So let's see. They're getting a little excited again. Exactly. So do that there. Oh, actually need to be able to see the thing. Perfect. Wow. Very nice. And... what else am I missing? Fuel gauges, right. We'll put some on the sides. Be a little hard to tell, but... oh, right. These ones too. Look at all this fuel going to one spot. Surely nothing bad could happen. Actually, I need to get rid of this one. But there we go. Because it's going to limit the range of movement. So, okay, that's good. And next, okay. How much can I fire now? I don't know why it keeps doing that. All tanks are out of fuel. Okay. That's an improvement, it's true. But still a little, Odd. But for now, we'll go with this. Okay, because the objective is to break stuff. We're not trying to, like, be able to fire forever. So I'll save this simply as blaster tank. God, all of these outdated vehicles that I can't use anymore because of changes. And because I forgot how the controls work. Alright. So let's give it another test. We will go to first person, run some guys over. Oh. What's the hold up? Third person. Oh, it's just rough terrain. Got it. Okay. Let's rotate back to face them. Oh, gotta be careful. And we'll slow down the time scale a bit. Is this guy, like, actually trying to hit me? Is it working? I don't know. Okay, but they're behind now, so I'm gonna have to reorient. Oh, carefully. I may need to lower the speed of this. Like, just the wheels in general. But for now, let's... Okay, this guy's clearly out of range. Slow roll over here. Alright, now you're in view. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me I'm falling. No! No! Okay. We need to make this more bottom heavy. So we can probably fake it with more ballasts. I say faking it like physics isn't a real thing. Okay, so we'll do that. Will that interfere with the wheels? Probably. So we'll do it up here instead. Okay. Sorry if I mute periodically, there's a lot of background noise that isn't normal. So we'll set the mass of both of these to maximum. And then we'll put some more down. But where? In the front? No. Well, front most would probably be good. Okay. And... It's not back heavy. I mean, I guess we could put one in the back too. Okay. It's gonna be a bit weird for orientation's sake, but we'll experiment. Alright, let's take a look. It's a third person. Run some dudes over. I lost a wheel. Something made me lose that wheel very quickly, and I don't know what it was. Is it because I'm using a ballast in place of just a regular block? Am I even using a regular? No, I'm using a... It's a ballast. Okay. So we can just undo that. Armor would probably be pertinent here, huh? Because I want to have those wheels to be able to actually, like, do the terrain thing. I know what I'm missing. I know exactly what I'm missing. Hold on a moment. Let me think. How can I implement this? Let's lift this up a bit. And then we're gonna add suspension. Don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. Obviously you need suspension. Oh, forgot the steering hinge. Otherwise the thing's gonna bounce around a lot. So do this. Now it's gonna be pretty wide, but that's okay. Hold on just a sec. I have a text message to check for. Okay. Alright. Everything looks right. Now where is suspension? There. That's a little low, but I guess it needs to be? Okay. And then put one on the front too. We'll keep it at the default for now. And then, where are the little arrows? Oh no, because I don't have translate on. Okay, do that. Do that. Now, if this suspension gets destroyed, we're screwed. So, let's put some blocks in between. Because why not? No, let's not do that, because that defeats the purpose. Okay, we'll be fine with this for now. Let's just set this on the ground and then see how it goes. It sure is springy now and a bit more efficient at running people over. Whoa! Okay, these wheels are way too fast. We can max the acceleration, but I'm gonna lower the speed. Oh, it's back heavy. Oh. Okay, let's do that. We want it to be a bit front heavy because of the fuel tanks. Okay, maybe not that front heavy. Maybe a bit slower? Yeah, I'm thinking a bit slower. But now I can't run people over. Well, it's fine. The whole focus is for it to be able to fire anyway. So, it should be fine. Let me just have another drink of this rum coffee. Got the creative juice flowing. That's tasty. I'm lying through my teeth. It's not actually like taste. It's fine. Okay. So now the aiming side to side is a little awkward though. I'm gonna put my mouse to where I think. Are you? What are you all doing? They're actually hitting it. They're actually trying. This is like battle bots when you're like putting something together to try to like test and it just like falls over. Maybe reduce the string? Yeah, because we don't want it to be like fully elevated all the time. Okay. Move! I'm trying to break stuff, and you're getting in my way. Okay. It's aimed all the way down. Right? Yeah, it's aimed... Okay. That's a bit of a problem. How would I... I see. The problem... I understand now. Okay. Let's... No. Not that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We need to redo the steering hinges. So, methinks... One right here that can go up and down. One right here that can go side to side. And... we will... set those. So this is the up and down. So we will do... not that. We'll do 8 and 5. And then we will do 4 and 6. We need to turn auto return off. Cannot stress that enough. Okay, now if we go into first person, that just fell right off. Okay, Interesting. We need to limit the angle, probably. Yep, we need to limit the angle, or could set it higher. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do all the different couplers again. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That is okay. No problem. Hey. Why is the fuel not fueling? It's not being cooperative. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. I could probably replace this with another one. Actually, smarter idea. This will screw with the balance of all of it, but we'll put a large, large fuel here, and then run a fuel hose in. So maybe... oh. Yes! There we go. And a meter. Perfect. Put meter off to the side. Perfect. Okay. Now, because one of these is equivalent at maximum to 100 fuel, whereas this is like, what, 10? Yeah, 10 at maximum. So, we'll do that. We'll... I'm gonna have to put everything connected to the top. Looks ugly, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Put that up here, and this over here. Perfect. Okay. Now, I have no meter on this one. Be a little hard to see, but doesn't matter. And then put the meter up top. Perfect. And this is going to be very weird. This is going to be... Wait. No. No, I can't do that. I can't do that because it's going to ruin the downward, God dang it. Okay. It won't be able to turn downward. So instead, okay, what if I put the fuel towards the back of it? I'll need to refactor some of this stuff, but do that. And then just move it forward. You know? So maybe one of these? No. Oh, I see what I can do. So left and right in the back, right? And then extend. Maybe put some armor on that. Build surface. Click to add corners to form a surface. Click 4 different points for a square, or click the first point again as the last for a triangle. Move corners. What is this? Oh. I see. That's pretty nifty. What's this? Bounce pad. Grip pad. That's from before. Do that, and then put an up and down hinge right here. Okay. 4, 6, no auto return. 8, 5, no auto return. So now 4, 6. I need to invert that. So 5, 8. Aha! Cool. Okay, now we can put the blaster back on. And now we can start running fuel to it. So put this here. And I should probably armor some of the body, huh? Run that here. Run this here. And what else? Fuel meter. Fuel meter. Let's put some armor on, just to be safe. So, I'm thinking, bang. We don't need this. I don't know why I have this. Bang, bang, bang. Do that, do that, do that. Maybe I'll armor the suspension as well. Can't say for certain that this is a good idea, but, well, a lot of my ideas aren't really good ideas. Yep. And then do that. Armor the bottom as well, because they're gonna come in swinging. Okay. Now, they should not be able to hit the fuel tanks. But if they do, then we're screwed. So, let's just pray that that doesn't happen. Okay. So now, if I go into first person and then I start trying to... Okay, good news, it works. Bad news, it's not... Well... You know, this is... Oh, whoa, 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 what did you do? What did you break? Did you even break that, or did I break that? I broke that. How'd I break that? Hold on. Okay, I tilted it up. I rotated. Huh. Is it the armor? I think it's the armor. Let me think. Let's lower this a bit. Does it break when I rotate it normally? Yes, it does. Why? Do I need to brace it? Let's try that. Something broke. What broke? I know something broke and I don't know what broke. This is like when I'm programming in Unity. Oh no. I mean, it seems to have helped, but something just shattered. And I don't even know what it was. Now I see some free-floating bracing that I don't need anymore. Oop. Okay, I need to, like, have a visual aid. Thank you. I guess I can... brace this somewhere. There we go. God, this level. I haven't even, like, made progress because of just how long this is taking. I can brace this too. Somewhere. Here's good. Probably. Alright. Let's give this a try. So now, if I aim down... Oh, I forgot to set the key for blaster. Right. We'll set that to be 0. And then I also, one thing I kept forgetting to do was to do hold to flow. Not that I need to, but just in case. Alright, so now... Okay, so it is firing. But now we are in the circumstance where it's not following the cannon properly. So I will do this. And maybe reduce the... not the height, but the distance. Because those are mutually exclusive. Okay, and... perfect. Perfect, perfect. So now I can just start blasting. Oh, but my range of movement's still pathetic. Okay. I may need to do a bit of adjustment on the main camera, though. Ooh, this thing is way too tall. Okay. I just got an interesting idea. Not that stupid. Okay. Let's put some heavy ballasts here. It'll be a little awkward, but... okay. Just to keep this thing a bit more grounded. Now, let's get to breaking stuff. Okay, now we'll rotate to the right. Something is preventing movement. I still fell over. Alright, ballasts did nothing. Good to know. So now I'm going to do the very funny thing of putting them on the wheels themselves. And hoping this won't come back to bite me in the rear later. Let's see. Do that. Okay. Now, back to first person. Okay. Break structures with these. Does it break faces with these? Let's find out. No, 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 no. Is it falling? I need to take a look in third person to see. Okay, I need to up the speed on the wheels back again because they're a bit slow now. Let's actually do the maximum. Let's just see how that goes. Oof. Good news, they're all dead. Wait, no, they're not. Though I'll change that relatively soon. My fuel tank is blown up. Oh god, they're all blown up. What? Just... okay, let's slow things down a bit. Now we'll go. Okay. So it's back heavy. Look at this majestic movement. Such a beautiful tank. I'm thinking the wheels may need to be a bit wider. Probably. It loves to bounce, I'll give it that. Up, front ballast is done. I may need to brace some more of these ballasts. Okay. Well, the guys are dead. Alright. Now we can start breaking the structures. I was there, right? I'm gonna use my cursor as a crosshair for this. Did something just break? Oh, that's a dude. He's dead. No, he's not. I gotta hit the reverse. Okay, these wheels are just a little too good. I keep forgetting we're in a... there we go. Keep forgetting we're in a low gravity environment, so... okay. Don't even know if the ballasts are actually helping or not. Alright. Now we can try to snipe. There's slight deviation on each projectile. I don't know how to feel about that. Okay. Now let's try to take out some of the dudes. Nice. Oh, they're roasting alive. Is the planetary gravity affecting them? It probably would be, right? I gotta be careful with my shots. It is! You see how it moved to the left? Christ, okay. So some thinkins, maybe... This thing is too, like, sensitive. I'm gonna have to lower that. Let's do that a bit. If it hits, I'll be really happy. It may. That was like a near miss. Nope, nope, it's a hit. Ah, nice. Okay. So... okay. The point of drop off is here. Right where the pointer is. So if I align it like so, maybe it'll hit the sky? No, it's a near miss. Oh, because it went off course just a little. Gotta remember the rotation of the ground relative to where I'm at. So maybe that? Maybe just a little... No. It's too sensitive, this rotator. This level has gone on for a while because I just can't for the life of me, like, figure out what kind of building to use. And I don't know if it's because of the alcohol or because of... Oh, that should have hit. Or just because of the layout. Please tell me this hits. No? Okay, well, I'm gonna check the fuel levels. Where am I at right now? A little over half. Okay. Let's take a stroll for now and just break stuff here. Oh, there's a guy left. I deleted all of you. Get squished. Gave this guy a back massage. That's funny. Alright. There we go. Now, I don't believe... That's a little much. I don't believe there are any other structures on this particular... planetoid. Come on. Up, there go the wheels. It's over. Okay, I'm gonna save this because this is still a solid base for a tank. But clearly I need something that floats. So let's experiment with how... Actually, I have a building that can test this. Let's experiment with how hot air balloons work. What keys? U and J to rise and... Y? That's stupid. Is my past self actually dumb? No. We are doing 8. We're doing 5. And steering hinges for what? This little dangler down here? Okay. I could probably put a fireball on there. Yeah. Did they change the material for this? It looks better. Huh. Nifty. As for the camera, this was originally meant to be used for the key mission for one of the desert levels. Huh. Not there. Not that either. Hold on. Why is it locked to this specific thing? Okay. I will just... That is fine. I will do... I will just do this. And what other keys did I have? Let's see. H and Y. For what purpose? Well, this... whatever. I'm actually gonna do 7 and 9. Okay. So now go up. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Where are we going? It's like trying and failing to lift And I don't know why. Does it not have auto default pressure? Let's try that. Whoa! Whoa. That's a little weird. So, good news. It is trying its best to work. The bad news is it's also trying to obey localized laws of gravity, which is normal, but at the same time not what I want, because it's rotating. So what do I do here? Maybe I can make it like symmetrically sound and go from there. Let's try this. This is so funny. The whole stream is basically just this one mission. Okay, we're symmetrical now. But trying to go up... That is weird. Why did it just hang back a little? I guess it just... Okay, well... That was a bust. Let's try something else. So we tried a tank. We tried a balloon, which didn't end up working out so well. Ooh! No, that's just crossbow bolts. Dang. What about... Let's just go nuts and use the drill and see how much is like on this particular planetoid. What controls pistons HC? Why? What do these even do anyway? That's an extender. And that is... Well, let's just see. H, yep. That's a drill, and it's very much drilling. What does C do? Okay, that was loud. Just a single-use shrapnel blast. You love to see it. And then these needlessly overcomplicated wheels. But this is the most destruction I've seen this quickly on this little planet. Oh, but it's like, okay, whoa, whoa. Alright. Without being idiotic, let's try it again. So, we'll drive forward. Run over some of these dudes. I have a feeling aircraft is gonna be, like, mandatory for this, huh? Okay, I'm staying in slow-mo just so I can keep the wheels intact. Why are there drills on the back, though? This had to have been for a specific challenge in the past. Not sure why I used cogs for wheels, though. Like, was I trying to be quirky and different or something? I think the last time I played this and made this thing was like in 2020 or something? I don't know. Maybe, or maybe... I don't know. Okay. So that's awkward. What else? What else? The tank is difficult to use. None of these are gonna work. What's this? J, G, H, These pistons are... I remember this. This is to hold it in place. This is so stupid. I mean, it kind of works, but it's not going to get me to the other planet. This is so dumb. I love it. Only the front wheels steer, though, so if those are gone, then it's over. Whoa! Back wheels are not, like... braking, though. Yeah, this is to hold it so it can crush. Okay. Oh, it can toggle off. I was gonna say. Okay. I lost some wheels. But they're not the front wheels, so we're good. I'm gonna need to start putting more spikes on things. Like future builds, just so I can get rid of the little guys crowding the machine. Okay, so the goal is to roll over these guys as much as possible. And then the rest is just property damage. Got it. And there's a lot more property to damage. But the question is, will it be enough? Will I even make it there? Or will I keep tripping over my own broken parts? Okay, I got really worried for a moment that carelessly rolling over that campfire would have gotten me burned alive. But I guess... not? I don't want to risk it. Yet I keep... No, 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 no! Move, 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 move. These auto-return, like, very slowly. I think it's tied to, like, the move speed in general for those hinges. So now we crush this, or attempt to crush it. Just need to rotate right up. There goes one of my steering wheels. Okay, well. There we go. Next. Get rid of this guy. Hopefully. Up. Well, there goes my other steering wheel. Wait, no, it's still attached. Okay. I may replace the front steering wheels with the metal ones. Those are definitely new. That just broke on its own. I had nothing to do with that. Okay. This low gravity combined with this dude just here. Like, in my way. Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay. Next, we'll go this way because I am falling into the rocks. So we'll do that. Please work. I wonder if extending myself will have a meaningful impact on my direction of movement. Probably not. This is like so clumsy and awkward, but it's the only way I'll be able to make forward progress. Yeah, we can win just on this planet alone. That's okay. As long as we stay alive and kill a lot of these dudes. Breaking that structure won't complete the level, but it should bring me closer. Just... come on. Okay. On the ground. Rotate. Rotate. Rotate some more. There goes the steering wheel. Okay. Just get close enough so that way these can skewer you. And then move forward. Okay, yeah, it's as I thought. There are some more dudes though, so we have a chance. Just don't... There we go! Oh, finally! That was so bad. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna need another drink after that. I gotta finish this rum anyway. Mmm. Yeah. Ah. Ah. That burns so good. Ah. There, it's all gone. All of it. Alright, next area. Oh. Land in the crater. Before I do that, I'm going to... Wait a minute. Oh, whoops. I meant to override it. Re-entry is hot. Protect flammables with armor. Okay. We'll pick up the rocket pod. Protect flammables with armor. Okay. So, maybe... Bang. No. Bang. The fuel tank is most likely flammable, being made of wood for some reason. We don't need to monitor fuel. I mean, maybe we do. I don't know. That's a lot. Oh, I thought it was a lot longer than it originally was. Do that. Huh. Okay. And back to... Sure. I guess. Add a parachute to slow descents. I remember seeing that earlier. Okay, we're gonna put a parachute on the back instead. Deploy parachute. Okay. Now, front camera. Let's go. Come on. Okay, that fires the thing. I'm not trying to fire the thing. Deploy. Ow. Perfect landing, if I do say so myself. We're gonna save that. Perfect. Alright, we're now into more grounded territory. So let's load something that can break stuff. Maybe the tank. There we go. Okay. What am I? Whoa! What am I looking at? Aliens? Huh? They have names. They have human names. Whoa! I've been flipped. Probably my own fault. Ow. I got blown up. You know, here's probably where the balloon may work. Oh, I forgot. I gotta set these. And then save. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. The balloon works as intended now, which means I could do a funny and attach a blaster to the front. Yeah, let's do that. Oh. Hold a moment. And... okay. Now we can put a blaster on the front. And... camera's clipping. I think I know why it's being a little silly. Yeah, that's exactly why. Because it's rotated wrong. Like, as an object. Cameras are still so weird in this. Oh. Whoops. Okay, maybe it wasn't because it was rotated weirdly. Maybe it's just... yeah, it was just a me problem. As is the case, but that's okay. No problem. So I'll do that. We want it to intersect with the optimal distance for our firing. We also need fuel. Fuel. Oh my gosh. Burning hot, loose and clean. Alright. And then we'll set that to be 0 again. Let's actually make this a side-to-side type deal. Yeah. Alright. What am I missing? Oh! Of course. Put this on this. And maybe tilt it down a bit more, just so that way... so that way we can have like an intersection between where the gun is pointing and where the camera's pointing, for an ideal optimal range of engagement. Just a fancy way of saying, you know, hey, look at where the bullet's going. Okay, so now we'll go up to where these fools can't reach. Look at them trying to jump up here. Get blasted. Wow, all of my shots missed. Okay. Did it refuel? I'm gonna need to check the fuel on this. And this as well. Three, 4. Wow, really? So it's not reading the fuel. Why? Wait, no, it is. It's drawing from it. It's just not enough. I see. Well, we can't have that happening now, can we? Let's put more fuel. More fuel for the fire. I'm burning up because of that drinky drink. So now, I keep saying that. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 shots. But we can do better. Can we bump that up? Do that. And do this. That's so ugly. I love it. So now if we play 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 shots. But now it's jittering. Ugh. Okay. There's only one way to solve this. More fuel. Sure. Do that. And do that. All right. Now let's test this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 26 shots. Perfect. It's my lucky number. Aside from another one, 53. Okay. 26 shots. Oh, but this shaking is like a problem. We need more stability. Mayhaps, some more balloons? Like on the edges, perhaps? And do that. That's not fixing the jittering. In fact, it's jittering even more. Perhaps we need some bracing. Let's see. Not there. There. Or maybe too much bracing is the cause. What's this? That's not a brace, that's the thing, propeller. Wait, maybe it's... Oh, I think I know why. No, I know why. Do that, and do that. Okay. Jittering? No? Perfect. Ah! Oh my god! Okay, I'm gonna have to send like immediately. Whee! There we go. Yes, kill each other. Does the blaster not affect them? Okay, well, I guess we can just get moving. Somehow. Can they break structures? They can push structures, but they can't break them. Alright, well, I apologize, this may cause motion sickness, but I'm just gonna, you know, go around exploding things. Come on. The way I move forward with this thing is idiotic. I have to hold both left and right at the same time. because that's where the forward propellers are. I'm jittering again. We're making progress. Do you have to destroy the field too? Hey, I just now realized the birds are a thing. If only there was a way to, like, reduce the motion on this camera to account for motion sickness. I'm not getting motion sick, but I can imagine this would be, like, kind of uncomfortable. Like, just to look at. Okay, so the structures themselves are worth some progress, but I guess I won't really get anywhere until I start getting rid of the creatures. I'm losing altitude. Why am I losing altitude? Is it because of the weirdo gravity? I think that's the case. Uh-oh! Yeah, it's... Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are my hot air balloons twerking? They're shaking what they've got. That's funny. It's another one. It's not fully destroyed, is it? Got this tower. Wow, it really is losing altitude. Why is it doing that? It's probably a bug. Okay, let's go to the field. Okay, I can't destroy the fields like this. Well, I'm out of ammo, so I'm just gonna descend and hope for the best. And by hope for the best, I mean hope I land on enough of them to, like, win. Nope, I'm just getting eaten alive. Okay, well. Hopefully the fuel explosion will take them all out. It took some out. Wait. Okay. So the gun's a flop. Probably. Well, maybe not. That's why I need an alternative. A dangerous alternative. I got an idea. I got... a couple ideas. For one, some spikes there can also maybe serve as a pseudo crosshair. And two, give me just a sec. Where is... Where is it? Aha, there it is. Grabby hand. Boop. Boop. Ooh, hee hee hee. Okay, can't set parameters. Okay. Now, for when I'm done doing the careful part, I can just dive right in and they can, like, finish themselves off, so to speak. But enough talk. Let's begin. Also, the spike is not really working out very well as a crosshair, but that's okay. Whoa! I need more altitude. Okay, you all need to chill. I could explode at any moment, and I'll have no idea when it happens. Just gotta be careful with my shots. Limited fuel and whatnot. It would be really cool if you could use the fuel to increase explosion sizes from your mines. That would be awesome. Oh, I forgot. I can aim it side to side. Well, it's supposed to be set. Hold on. Because it's not going the other direction. Why are you not doing what I programmed you to do? Hold on a moment. It's like buried in cables. Oh, that's why, because I never... Whoa. Something... Ouch. That was kind of loud. Alright. Oh, that's why. Okay. And... maybe not that much. Okay. 45. 45. Okay. This should actually help a little, and it looks like the spike is actually telling me where the center orientation is supposed to be. Which is nice. What's also nice is that these guys were so kind enough to start breaking stuff for me. So I'll align. I need to invert it again. Okay, and rotate. Jesus! These poor stupid birds. Okay, then we go this away. I would prefer to have a bit more altitude, please. Oh! Whoa! 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 Chill. I'm trying really hard to stay like at a higher elevation, and it's just not being agreeable. Okay. Next, look at this insane looking thing. Oh, I didn't even need to aim that one. Nice. Like really high now. Okay, I think that was all the structures, right? Unless I'm mistaken. Or are there more elsewhere? Let's see. Whoa. If there are no more elsewhere... Oh, there's a structure over there. Wait. Let's go. Whee! Easy there, though. Let's not go into the stratosphere. It's the fastest way for things to go a little, pear-shaped. Whoa, okay. We need to descend. Come on. Just a bit more down. It's like inconsistent with like the elevation limit for these things. Also, it's very wonky. I don't know if this one will count. We'll see though. Okay. Up a bit. I haven't had to use the mines yet. Whoa! Okay. A bit forward and bang. That... I don't think that made progress. Okay, well, let's just go back. I suppose. Back to where we're supposed to be. Wherever that is. There. I want to lure them into one of these fields. Okay. Just gather up nice and close. Get all cloistered for me. Yes, good. Good. Gather up. Gather round. And now, we go out in a blaze of glory. Ow, that was very loud. And nothing. Wait. Come on, burn, 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 burn. Burn. You know you want? Yes! Ha! You're so stupid. I win. It's a Pyrrhic victory. Alright. Let's save. We're gonna call this Blaster Balloon. Okay. And what now? We gotta leave this cursed place and land there. Okay, so let's load the rocket pod again. Only this time, we're going to rotate it this way, place it on the ground, and... okay, well... Will that just happen? Okay. Up! Up, 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 up. Please. What's your major malfunction? Oh, that's why. Yeah, I ain't got no thrust. Whee! Ah! Space. The final frontier. The final front ear. Ah! No, 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 no. Up. Go back up. Please. Ah! I hit the ring. There goes my gun. That's the bad news. The good news is we can still make it. Probably. Ah! Nope. We are out of fuel. Okay. There's only one thing we can do now. More thrusters. I mean, what else can we do? Actually think? Actually use our brains? No. Brain power is for people with the wherewithal to use them. I am not such a person. Not right now, anyway. Maybe this is not gonna work. Well... I see. Oh, right, because it's on the ground. But what if I... Hey, why are you... Okay. It's not... Huh? That is weird. And doing this works. Okay. Yeah, that works. I got a funny idea, actually. Yeah, I got a real funny idea. Let's go grounded in reality for a bit. So, what if I were to, per se... Oh, there goes the lightning, which means little doggy is going to start panicking again because she hates the thunder. And the lightning. Okay. And then... grabber. Put one there. And then maybe... we're not gonna need a gun for this. But perhaps we can... well, yeah, this is actually a good spot. Actually, I just got an idea. A better idea. We are going to make staged boosters. Yes. Why are you saying there's an intersection when there very clearly is not? What is blood waffling about? Okay. Do that. Put this up. Decoupler, please. There we go. And then select this. Actually, no. Before I do that, I need the thrusters. So we will take these and put here, 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 here. And I will set these down around the decoupler and pray that it works. So. Eh? And then these will be forward. Okay. And we need to link these to the fuel. Now the problem is we don't have a lot of fuel to work with. So we're gonna have to be careful. Very, very careful. Oh, you hear that? Thunder's really going. What's with that random thruster over there? And then all boosters coupled. Perfect. We can remove the camera. And now decoupler explode V. So now if I do why is this working so well? Alright. Well, it just decoupled itself. This is actually really freaking cool. But, I seem to have lost my target. Where? Ah, that's where I'm supposed to be. Alright. Oh, the panel is what's causing this. This is actually working way better than I thought it would have. Alright, let's slow our approach a bit. Maybe try to take some control back from physics. Good news, we're in orbit. Bad news, I don't know how much fuel we have left. Okay. Let's angle ourselves up. All right, we're going in for a landing. Hope we don't burn up too much on approach. Whoa! Ah! That was incredibly clumsy, but we made it. Very nice. I'll have to refactor this later. What? Beat the speeders? Christ, you're really making me do a Star Wars. Okay, let's save this as a new iteration. Okay. And let's load up this, because I'm pretty sure this has stabilization, yeah? But we're gonna need to accommodate for the inevitable skidding across the ground. So let's put these weirdo skateboard wheels on there. Why not? Oh, there's some lightning. Heads up. I may have to end the stream early if the lightning gets particularly bad. The other day, we kind of, had a couple of our devices get knocked out by the lightning. Namely, both of my monitors, both of another set of monitors, and one of our televisions. It legit burnt out. Despite being a flat screen, it shorted. So, yeah, that was a thing that happened. So, if the stream suddenly cuts out for any reason, that's why that happened. Well, that'll happen. But, I'm not getting any, like, severe weather alerts, but just know that if I have to end stream early, that's why. But anyway, so now we have partially converted our rocket into a skateboard. Or roller skates or whatever. What buttons am I using for this again? Let's see. Things just got eerily silent on my end for a bit. Huh. This thing steers well in space, but maybe not on the ground. Let's find out. Whee! Okay, well. Ah! I can probably just kill him, right? Heck yeah! Look at me go! Whoop! Whoa! Oh. Okay. I want to set up a camera. Let's set one up. And then... do... Nope. Okay, and then do that. So now, why is it doing top-down view? Alright, you know what? That's weird. I think the cameras may be bugged, but that's okay. Yeah, 100% the cameras are bugged. Okay. That's fine. 'Tis fine. We'll just be careful. Maybe use a bit of a more distant camera. Alright. Let's go, go, go. And be very cautious as we try to stay up there. Immediately it just... Yeah, we'll try to stay in the center of the slope. Why are you like this? Okay. Carefully, cautiously. Okay, full speed, never mind. Come on. No! Wait. Does breaking one or count it? Does destroying one count? I need to check the controls on this. 7 and 9. What if... It's 4 and 6. What if I make this a land variant? So if I do that, and then do this for the rolling as well, it's gonna be a bit clumsy, but... Aw, heck yeah! Now we're talking! Oh, wait, nope. We need stabilizers is what we need. Ground stabilizers. Aerodynamic stabilizer. No. Maybe we need more weight. Yeah, probably. I mean... I guess we could show some restraints for the thrusters. Probably. Let's try that first. Maybe it's just a me problem. Alright. Whoa. Alright, we're moving, but we're slow. So we have control. We're just not very fast. Okay. Let's... Maybe reduce the amount of thrusters on the thing? Very cool. Gotta fight the camera. Okay, so they're faster. That's without a shadow of a doubt. So, now that we have a bit more control, let's try to get a bit closer to what we're going for. Because I'm thinking, right? More thrusters means more fuel consumption. So if we have less thrusters that are stronger, we'll still retain a modicum of control. We just, what was that? Oh, we gotta break the crates too. It's funny. Also, oof, yeah. Cannot get any more airtime. Okay. So let's take these. We'll make these the only thrusters. And then we'll set them at 1. And... what else can we do? Maybe a... No, not... I was gonna say a central... little wheel thing, but... Now that's pod racing! Don't know why I used that voice. Let's try this. Whee! There we go. Whoa! I won't be able to get all the crates, but that's okay. We're not playing Crash here. Just win the race. Hands off the gas when needed. Oh. Some people are dying. I shouldn't be excited about that. Yes! Okay. Very nice. I like that. I like it a lot. We'll save this. We'll save this as a rocket speeder. Okay. Destroy 60% of the quarry. Can we just, like, ram into everything here? Oop. Let's give that a try, actually. So, if I were to simply just... Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so killing the dudes does nothing. Unfortunate news, we need to use explosives. Huh. Do I have anything that... I mean, let's try the blaster balloon. Up, there comes the rain. Wow, it just crumpled. Okay. How about... Ooh, the crusher. Let's try that. Or the smasher, sorry. But before I do that, I do want to replace these front wheels. Is that wise, actually? Probably not. I mean, I could just do that. Do that. And obviously they're not going to be up to speed with well, no, they're fine. Okay. All right. That's right, I forgot. Keep forgetting things. I need to take a look at the keys again. Yeah, because these are stupid. So this can be this. This can be this. And then I will save that over the original. Now it's probably going to be weird. Oh, there's something I'm forgetting. That. Okay. Just trying to save it to my new standard. Alright, now let's test this out. The idea is to just simply roll up on the different rocks and smash them. So we'll... turn, please! Wow. The low gravity is like very problematic. But I at least want to test and see if the smashing part actually works. Good news, the smasher works. Do I have anything else that is drill oriented that could possibly work? Could try the rover. This, if I remember correctly, has a specific control scheme to turn on the actual rover bits. Yeah. So 8 and 5, good. Okay. And then C and B. Okay. Alright. So now do that, and I should be able to just turn it and come on. No. Ugh. It's awful terrain. But I guess wait a minute. Yeah, I'm partially to blame because of the way the wheels are. Maybe they're better suited for... Right, I remember. Because I had it in... Yeah, so there's a land mode, and then there's a... I say land mode as if there isn't a land mode. There's a mode for regular travel, and then there's a mode for standing up and breaking stuff. But... There, got one. It's basically supposed to be multi-terrain. The problem is, whoa! Well, now it's screwed. So it doesn't matter. Well, yeah. Well, what if I... Because it's not supposed to be all the way up all the time. It doesn't matter. It got destroyed. So let's try to load something else. How about... I don't think I have anything else that can really do anything. There's this, but I think this was the same general idea? HC... No, this was the stupid thing from earlier. That just... Okay, well... Let's just... trundle along and see how this works. Look at that drill in the front. It's on something. This might be our best bet so far. Provided I can actually move about. Come on. Move, you stupid thing. Jesus. Yeah. I think it's too springy is the problem. Yeah. Well, there's a rock right next to us we can target next. Hey, wouldn't it be funny if this dumb thing can fall off of the world? I know it's got its own center of gravity, this planetoid, but still. Okay. What button was... Yeah, I mean, that'll do it. Alright. Forward. Stay on contact with the ground, please. It's like it wants to go backward. Okay. This is clearly not working, so let's try... The balloon's not going to work, I know that. So let's try the tank instead. Wow, you really just did that. That's definitely weird. Why is it like... Ah, just as I thought. It's clipping. Okay. So, we need to monitor how this works along the ground. If I remember correctly, last time I tried making this work, it like was extremely clumsy and not really useful. You mind? Oh, good. Exactly what I was thinking. So that's 2. Okay. There's a third one right there. Let's not post up on the stupid minecart, please. Great. It's caught on the side. And lower. Lower. Perfect. Huh. So much for your fancy bridge, stupid. Okay, now we need to turn this thing around. I actually want to slow time a bit so I can be more cognizant of my movements. I need to sit up though. Little doggy is curled up right underneath my desk in a way she knows annoys me. Because that's exactly where my feet usually go. Would you mind relocating, little pooch? Now you're terrified of the inclement weather, but I promise it will do no harm while we're inside. Okay. Now, do that and... Okay, I shouldn't be targeting those. I should be targeting the rocks. So let's return time to normal. And then... Up. Whoa! 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 Whoa. Whoa. It's just so top heavy. How can I fix that though? Moreover, what other parts are there that I could destroy? That? No, my wheels! Okay. Clearly, the wheels are a bit much. But I wonder, is it the speed that's the problem? Or is it the acceleration? Let's put that down at 10. It is the acceleration. Whoa. Okay. Get that. Get that. Do I have to get the little minecart too? Or just the thing? Not sure what that noise was. Very nice. All right. Now we need to back it up for a bit. And then move forward. Yeah, it's the gravity is the thing. But now that we've metered our acceleration, interesting. Very nice. We are making good progress. What else? That and that. So let's move through this place. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's a dude. Whoa. Back off. Back off. Back off. I said back off. You know not the forces you trifle with? You plebeian. Now I need to check how much fuel I've got. Oh, plenty. Okay, we're fine. All right, let's reorient and proceed. Foolish man, you know not the forces which you trifle with. This is a siege engine of unparalleled creation. It was designed with utmost violence in mind, perfectly engineered for your downfall. I'd say as a piece of it fell off. It's like drifting as it like goes into the air, trying to like conform to the gravity sphere in a very weird way. But it's okay, because we can still win. Just gotta not trip up on the rocks. Okay, stop moving. Okay. Alright. This. Very good. So good. And go forward. Side. What am I hitting? I'm hitting something. These stupid nuggets of gold, or whatever they are really getting on my nerves. Okay. Please move this way. Thank you. Gently. Slowly. Are we in position? Kind of. Perfect. Next. There's something up there. We can do a cheeky little blast. And maybe a cheeky little... No? Okay. That's fine. Perfectly fine. There is next. To the left. So let's make sure that the wheel is in contact with the ground before we start blasting. Perfect. See you later, loser. Perfect. Did we make any adjustments to that? Because I am going to need to save that. I don't think I did. What am I supposed to be doing? Destroy the fleet. You know, I could just make an aircraft that can destroy the fleet, or I could just sit here free floating and just play a shooting game. Ow! Ah! I'm drifting. What did they do? Whoa, 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 whoa. Trying not to close OBS by accident. Where's my cannon? It's, no longer attached. Whee! Okay. Alright. I'm gonna need to bring out the rocket pod, because the rocket pod is primed for combat a little bit. So, let's do that. Alright. Why isn't it rotating? Bad news, the gun's gone. Good news, there is no good news anymore. There's like nothing but bad news. I am drifting. I'm gonna need to make something small and agile. Something that can compete with what they've got. What have they got anyway? They've got a bunch of cloistered little thrusters. I can't recreate that at the same scale. Maybe. Who says I can't? Let's try. Although I do have 10 minutes left before I have to go. But I'll try as much as I can. So let's see. Alright. So first things first. Thrusters. They have them on the sides and on the top. So maybe I could do that. And then do that. And then fuel. And then that. It's obviously going to be larger. But that's fine. To a degree. Rocket fin aerodynamic stabilizer. We also need some armor. You know, weight in space is not really gonna be too much of a problem. I need a weapon. And I don't want forward-facing fuel. Let's do that. Yeah. Yeah, more fuel. And why not? We can just shore up the defenses. Somehow. And do this. Do this. Do this. This is meant for stabilization, not really for rolling, right? I think. Let me see. We'll test that. So, thrusters forward, W, not W, forward. Shows WASD on my arrow keys for this keyboard. And then we need to couple some fuel. Well, we do need an indicator. We'll set it to the bottom. And then do that. Do that. Do this. And there we have it. Now let's set the... Okay. Auto return is on. Okay. Whoa! That should not be doing that. The weight's off, isn't it? I think it is off. There was a setting for this. Give me just a sec. What was it? Aerodynamic drag. Doubt that's gonna matter out here. It's top heavy. That's the problem. Okay. I will put a ballast at the bottom. That didn't help. Why is it? Oh. Let's repurpose this fuel for a moment. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's instead... Because... Obviously... More thrusters means less fuel. Let's instead divert that to the weapon. What? Why is it not? Oh, because I didn't. Okay, good news. It's not... Whoop. It's not flipping. Bad news is it's going down. Okay, now it's going up again. So there are two ways I could go about doing this. I can either build a lot to counteract the sheer level of thrust, or I can correct the thrust to account for the difference. I'm feeling like doing the latter. Oop. I am not trying to close OBS. It evens out. Oh. I see. Whoops. It was the fins. Really just crashed into someone. You know, that's not a bad idea. No, it is a weight issue. The problem is, even if I counteract the thrust of the bottom with the top thrust, the issue becomes it'll balance out due to weight distribution. So I need to find the center of mass. I totally understand this. If I just as a test... Yeah, see how it... What's that little yellow? Is that just the core or... Maybe I need to make it a bit lighter. Let's try this. Whoa! Whoa! Ah, rip. Okay. So maybe less fuel? Perhaps. Interesting how... Oh. Interesting how detached, detached fuel can, affect it. Let's try this. Okay, it's going down. Need to make sure it's not... Huh, you know what? Let's flatten this out. Oop. Wish it didn't do that though. Let's just flatten it out, see what happens. And we do need more fuel. But for now... Whoa! Okay. Now we's a getting some ways. Okay, so... left, right... Okay. Oh, that was a flash of lightning. Alright. As much as I'd rather not end it abruptly, it does look like the weather's getting pretty bad over here. I'm seeing a lot of flashes, so I am going to end the stream, but I really do appreciate you coming around to check it out. I may stream more of this depending on whether or not anyone's actually interested, but I do like the DLC a lot. It's very interesting trying to wrap my head around the physics of it, and I definitely do want to play more of it. So, for now, I'll save this as another, rocket thing, whatever. I do apologize for the sudden, abrupt end of the stream. I do plan to stream more, but I'm not really sure what I am gonna stream, in the coming days. But thank you again for coming around. I do apologize for the sudden end because of the weather, but I will see you another time. Have a good day. Also stay hydrated. I can't express that enough. Drink your water and all that. See ya.